Previously on the Adventures of Conan.
We'll put that down next to the bedroll. Doesn't really matter. Oh, land already claimed. Oh no.
And so, our brave worshipper of Doghouse, alone and without friends, set about creating a mighty stronghold. And he called this place Ironhome, because it was near some iron nodes, which are really good for armor and stuff. Now his story unfolds. He must set about gathering what he needs to survive. Man cannot live on bugs alone. Our brave warrior must find food.
Welcome back to Doghouse Punks. Now Ben has yet to join me, but we have completed construction. Well, no, we haven't quite completed construction of Ironhome, but we've made a frickin' good job of it. A great start. It took me ages, a lot of climbing, but eventually I gathered enough stone to put foundations along here, and I want to, at the end of it, put like a lift so I can get down to the river pretty quick. My water skin is running low, I need to refill that up. And I've been eating bugs so far, but that's not really enough to get me through. I've got a campfire here, but I want to upgrade my experience and build a proper big roasting pit. So this episode, we're going to focus on getting the tools we need to cook meat, which means I'll need weapons and armor to be able to deal with the wildlife I'll have to slay, and also a big campfire to power my cooking expedition. So let's take a look into stats. Now I've looked up the best stats for PvP, the best attributes, and people generally say encumbrance and grit and vitality are the big ones. And let's look at some of these perks as you go down vitality. It's a deep breath, double breath timer, impervious, all temperature effects are diminished. That's huge. So if it gets super cold or super hot, I'll be fine. Fierce vitality, you gain passive health regen. And then you've got also receptive, increases healing effect of consumables, and dancers. I can get dancers. Whoa. And gluttonous gains. Eating food now counts as a healing potion. Holy crap. So vitality is the one to plow into, I reckon. Bam, bam, bam. That's 3 points spent. We're not quite the perk yet, but I'll be putting all my points in that going forwards. Now, I can't talk for too long because my hunger and my thirst is going down. But also big on the list is the pleasure place of Doghouse and a lesser wheel of pain so I can capture some NPCs out in the wild and submit them to my will. But first things first, food and armor. So to make the armor, I'm going to need an Armourers Bench. That's going to be 240 stone, 160 wood, 20 twine. And to make a badass campfire, I'm going to need... Oh, I can make that right now. Holy crap. A large campfire. Let's do it. Let's put this down. And we're going to cook inside just because anything you have outside can get pinched by people that want to raid your base but can't get into the walls. Oh, this thing is big. Now, part of me is tempted to put the campfire outside. Maybe putting a campfire right here is a good shout. People can steal my food, whatever. But the truth is, if I'm offline, the food is probably will have gone bad anyway. So maybe an outdoor campfire is the one? Yeah, screw it. We're going to go with that aesthetic. To be honest, I don't think... what is the name for him? I don't think the Dong worshippers are going to get anywhere near my base, to be honest. They're not going to be able to find this. And if they can get up through my security, you know what? They can have the meal. They can have the food. So we have the campfire. All we need now is wood, which we have, and the actual meat. And now that we've got a real campfire, we can trash this one. Bam. So first up, we're going to try and get the materials that we want to make a forge. Let's take another look at that. A furnace. Lots and lots of stone. And that's easy. I've been gathering stone pretty much non-stop to build Ironhome. And there's plenty of rock resources around here. Oh, man. I'm really kind of appreciating that encumbrance increase. So I can run around and gather as much stone as I need. Now, I have a theory. I'm not quite sure. But if I build a building where rocks spawn, I don't think they spawn after that. So I want to be careful not to interrupt the iron spawns with building. I want to keep these iron spawns, these iron nodes, as fresh as possible so I can exploit them. Not quite the stone for the furnace. 1, 2, 3, 400. I need another 140. More work. Dig, dig. Now, one of the things to always look out for is the journey at the top right. You get massive amounts of XP for completing parts of the journey. So equipping a piece of light armor, using a skinning dagger, and scouting a Tefari camp will get me some sweet rewards. However, there are objectives later on in the journey that aren't shown in the top right that will unlock as I complete them. So let's put some furnaces down inside. And I think over here it's a nice spot. If I can squeeze 2 in over here, that'd be great. And then 1 here. Perfecto! There we go. Now let's load these suckers up with some iron. So we're going to split the stack. We can put a little bit of wood in there for the moment. Man, seeds are heavy. You got to watch out. This weighs 10 and these weigh 2. And you get tons from gathering up bushes for bugs. So be careful about weight limits on those. We'll ignite this furnace. Start the fire. And get some wood for the other one. And honestly, while we're out and about, let's gather up some iron as well to plow into it. Okay. Luckily, these things are kind of bad. They won't really damage you. Oh, he's so easy to dodge. I could definitely kill this guy. In fact, I don't think these guys drop meat. I think they only drop rock, which is a bit weird. Yeah, if I gather this guy up, I don't think he's going to have any... Yeah, no, I'm just getting stone from it. So I don't actually get any food from these guys. These guys are not food. They're not friends either, but they're definitely not food. So I'll need to find... I think there's some coal over there, actually. Oh, yeah, those black veins over there are coal. So if I can put some foundations down and build a bridge over this thing... Oh, that might be the one, you know? That might be the one. And coal is a much better fuel than wood. There we go. Put some more in here. And bam, we have 2 furnaces on the go. It might even be required that we get another furnace. I'm not quite sure yet. So can we make another door? Let's make this home secure from sandstorms. So if you don't know what a sandstorm is, if you're new to Conan Exiles, basically every now and again there will be a sandstorm. You'll know because black flecks will cross your screen. There was one just before I logged in, but if another one happens, I'll be sure to point it out. Anyway, what's this blue? This blue glow? Is that the moon? Oh yeah, I guess it's getting to nighttime. Perfect. Oh man, look at the light created by these furnaces. Looks pretty atmospheric. Boom shakalaka. Oh wow, you could put like stuff down at an angle. That's pretty cool. We're going to keep it as that though. And hey, we have 100% shelter. Perfect. Let's see what we want to do next. What's the first thing we should be building? Probably an Armourers Bench because it only requires wood and stone. And this will let us make the first tier of light armor. But also, food is a thing, so I might have to go and scrounge some bugs. And my water skin is almost empty too, so I might have to make another dash to a pond. Check a map, and let's see. The nearest body of water is the river down here, which is why it's going to be so important to get a lift over here that gets me down to the water quite quick. Now, I do have a trick for getting down cliffs pretty quickly, and I'll show you that when the night's over and it gets to daytime. Right, so the Armourer's Bench will need 240 stone, some wood, and we've got the twine. Let's get about it. Any wood that we get over the amount we need for the Armourer's Bench as well, we can always turn into fuel for our furnaces. But I wouldn't mind getting some of that sweet, sweet coal over there. Actually, should I just make a dash over there and just sneak some of that coal over? I think that's coal. Next to that weird stone deer. Okay, be calm, rock dude. Just want some of this black gold over here. Oh, he's onto me. But he's also a chump. Can't even climb. Oh yeah, this is definitely coal. This is definitely the good stuff. Wait, is it? It's just rock. Maybe I need an iron pick to actually dig coal. That stuff definitely looks like coal, doesn't it? No, wait, actually, as the sun rises, these rocks are getting a lot... Whoops. And so we return to Ironhome with the Armourer's Bench in hand. Now we want to keep these... I like the idea of putting all of my Armourer's Benches and stuff along this back wall here. I'm going to put some chests over here to keep a lot of my stuff. Perfect. Okay, so what can we craft in the Armourer's Bench? Let's have a butcher's at this. Light gloves. So we need to make the lining first, and the gauntlets require some lining. And this is just going to need hide and twine. Okay. That's cool. To get hide, we're going to have to kill animals and use a tool on them. But if I can use a skinning knife, I will get much more hide. So let's see what we need to do to get a skinning knife. I do believe we might need the blacksmith's bench to do that. What about some of these other weapons that I can make, like a big-ass stone maul? That's the one for me. So to make a tannery, I need wood, stone, bark, and twine. A tannery is only really important once you get past the first stage of armor, because the light armor only requires hides, but the medium armor which is down here. So the medium lining, yeah, here we go, medium leg lining, requires leather, which means you take hides and you turn it into leather. And a tannery uses bark as fuel, and you get bark, I think, by using a pickaxe on wood, maybe? Either way, we're going to need some bugs and some water, so it might be time to do an animal run. Okay, now I've got to be careful. There's all kinds of foes. Oh, bunnies! Come back here, you little shit. Ooh! Oh god, he's so quick! There we go. Okay, now we're going to have to work hard to get these without getting wasted ourselves. Dig it up. Got some hide. And I got some meat. Perfect. Got some stuff I can cook up for food. The first good meal. Let's get another bunny. Lovely stuff. We've got some bones as well, but the hide that we're getting from this should be enough to make some armor too. Ah, perfect. The river. Also known as Noob River, but this is further up the river, so it's not really Noob River. I guess this is Semi-Pro River. Sure, we'll call it Semi-Pro River. Are these guys still chasing? Wow, they don't give up. Some gazelle. Gazelle also a great source of meat. But they run real quick, so I don't think I'll be able to track them down. So we'll have a drink, fill up my water skin, nice and full. Let's get home before I starve and cook up some of this flesh. No! Whew. Close call. I hope he goes away. It's time to cook up what we got. And now let's take the hide over to the Armourers Bench and see if we can make anything fancy with this. So we put the hide in there. We take a look at what we need to make light lining. Some twine also. Could probably craft some twine as well. Let's do that. But what's the most important thing? I want to get a nice chest piece. So we need light chest padding, which is 20 pieces of leather. One of those. And you only need one padding. Oh man, you need 20 hide though. I won't be able to actually make the chest piece. I can make the lining though, so we'll make the linings first. The helmet's pretty important too, because I don't have anything on my head at the moment. So we're going to call this the bunny plains. Wonderful! And now we know there's bunnies down there. And it's a great idea to mark off some of these locations that we find. Like, for example, there's a camp over here that we're gonna put down. Warriors camp. And we can go there and get our thralls from there, because I think they're quite high level. There's like some level 1s, 2s, and maybe 3s, which will kind of help us in the days to come. What else is out here on the map? So I've explored this area. There's a snowy area. Oh my god, there is even a volcano area. There's a lot more to this game than first meets the eye. There's the jungle area with some ruins. Holy crap, we've got to find some of this stuff. I also want to purge these ruins as well. This looks like a cool place to hang out. Right, before we starve, let's get some food. Ah, yes, 20 shredded roast. The finest bunny meat. Stygian, the best.
And so, our adventurer secured the means to cook some food. He discovered the bunny plains of Moredo and cooked himself some shredded roast. With 2 furnaces and an armorer's bench, he is poised to create a great armor set worthy of a warrior. Join us next time when he arms up and confronts the nearby Dafari tribe.